everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV Live. I'm your host, Peter Lee. With me, as always, over at the command center, pushing all the buttons, including mine, is my husband, Phil Gortimer.
And good afternoon from a snowy South Jersey, where it's 32 degrees and we have about an inch on the ground. They're expecting 4 tonight. Good morning and good evening for those who are watching us on Team Replay.
Yeah, it's a dreary, icky day. I can't decide if it wants to snow or if it rain or just what. So let's have a cocktail. We're having today a Jameson Orange Cosmo. We have a lot to do today and I haven't opened shaking for a while, so I thought we'd do that. So here we go.
So this is based in whiskey rather than vodka. It's 2.5 ounces of Jameson Orange whiskey, 1 ounce of triple sec, Cointreau, Grand Gala, your choice, an ounce of 100% cranberry juice, and a 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. Please use fresh. So this has got lots of body.
Yep. And it's an interesting color. Not quite orange, kind of a maybe peachy color, I don't know, but it's delicious. Cheers. Cheers.
That's good.
That's good. Trying to see what this does to my numbers. Get out of there. Alrighty. Do you, my husband, have any PSAs or announcements or anything?
Hold on, let me get back in my chair here.
Yeah, see?
No, I'm good for today. And yes, we have another small channel today, so yay.
Good. All right, then let's dive into it. So today it's all about timing, multitasking, and why dinner gets stressful. Now, if you've been with us the last few weeks, you know this is the third and final of a series all about when dinner goes wrong and why dinner goes wrong and how to fix it. So the first time we fixed flavors. We learned about when to salt, when to use acid, when to use herbs or dried spices, things like that. Last week we talked about the structure of it all, using the right tool, the right pan, the right size knife, when you're cooking those proteins in the right pan versus the wrong pan, etc. So today we're talking about timing and getting it all done. Now this is something that even I trip up on once in a while. So let's get going. We're going to start, we're doing a lot of cooking today. We're making chicken fricassee or fricassee or frickin' chicken, whatever it's called. I'm going to get my pot heating. And that should just take a moment or two on this induction burner. Oh yeah, it's already warming. So let's just get into it while I do this. What is some of the biggest problems that we have when we're doing dinner? Like I say, it could be a weeknight dinner, it could be a holiday or a dinner party that you're cooking for, and we get down to just the end and it's stressed because things are not coming out the right way. Maybe your roast is taking too long, or maybe the roast finished hours ago and the potatoes don't want to cook and just everything's gone to heck in a handbasket. But take a breath. We're going to talk about that. Most of it is due to timing. People don't time things. There we go. We're going to start with some butter, a couple of knobs, a couple of tablespoons. Get that melting. All right. And I have some chicken here. I have 4 bone-on, skin-on chicken thighs that I just trimmed some of their excess. Traditionally, this is made with a whole chicken that you break down, but I like using just the thighs. They have more flavor, I think, and they take well to dishes like this.
And you can't really overcook a thigh.
Right. I'm gonna give them a little salt and pepper. Now, I trimmed these, I patted them dry, and I've been having them sit out to come up to room temperature. And that's an important thing. Having your food at room temperature when you're going to cook it, for most things. You don't want to put a cold protein into a hot pan. It's going to stick, it's going to take longer to cook. So we're going to get this going, we're going to get this in this butter, skin side down, And we're going to get this browned. Now you don't have to wait until the pan is like smoking hot so you get the big sizzle. Just put them in, leave them alone. Okay.
Just fits without crowding.
Just what, dear?
Just fits without crowding.
Yes. Give the other side some salt and pepper. And we're just going to let these go.
All right, Wilma, we'll see you next
minutes.
week.
All right, see you next time, Wilma. So let's talk about timing while this is cooking. The best thing you can do is when you're planning out your menu, know your recipes. If it's something that you're not used to making, or even if you are, write it down. Think about how long things take to cook, the steps to do them, to make them, to prep everything. You want to know how long things take to cook so you can start with what takes the longest thing to cook. You want to include time for prepping, doing your mise en place, letting things come up to room temperature. You want to include all of that in your planning. Now, I took about 30 minutes to get all this stuff ready for the chicken fricassee, which included taking the chicken out, trimming it, chopping up all the vegetables. I'll bring them over in a couple minutes. I've got all kinds of vegetables I chopped, so include all that in your planning. Now, then you want to work backwards. So let's say you want to eat at 6 o'clock and you're going to roast the chicken and have mashed potatoes with gravy and maybe some broccoli. So let's say you want to eat at 6. The chicken's going to need, depending on the size, 20 to 30 minutes of rest time, which would take it back. It has to come out of the oven at 5:30. Okay, that makes sense. Then, let's say it's a good size, so you're going to need an hour and a half to cook it. So it has to go in the oven by 4 o'clock. But then you have to make sure you give yourself enough time.
Is that for me?
No, Ziggy, that was not for you. You want to let your oven preheat, however long that takes. 15, 20 minutes. And you want to give yourself time. Yeah, I didn't start, but okay. You want to give yourself however long to prep the chicken. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you need to do. So you want to think about all that when you're planning out your menu and when you're going to start cooking.
Speaking of that,
Yes, dear?
might you want to start the other multitasking since there's so much water in there?
Not quite yet. But I can.
I don't think it'll be ready.
Here, do you want to do this? I'll start it. But then when we run out of butane, it's on you. So on my other burner here, you see my chickie browning. On this burner, I have a pot of water because we're going to serve this over some pasta. So we'll get that going. The good thing about boiling water is you can boil it way ahead of time and just let it go. Take it down to a simmer if it boils too quickly. Like on the cooking shows, like those competition shows like Chopped, you see there's always a pot of boiling water in the background. So, dear, did you have anything to add to working backwards and how you figure that out?
Yeah, but also don't forget plating. So if we're doing 6, I need 10 minutes to plate, or 15 minutes to plate. So 5:45, a half an hour rest, 5 o'clock.
Right.
But you need to do that for everything. So if I've got 5 items, do it for 5 items. So write them down individually and then create it. So as Hank just said a little bit ago, read 3 times and make notes.
Yep.
Now, this is all in good, and I'm going to pick on someone who happens to be watching in chat who makes a spreadsheet, which is great, but it only works if you actually follow it.
Are they in?
Yes.
Oh. It's something, though, that a lot of people struggle with, and even I will trip myself up sometimes. I get distracted. maybe the guests came early and we're busy having cocktails, and then I go, oh, darn, I still need to make scalloped potatoes. It takes 10 minutes. Well, it doesn't. It takes 45 minutes, but, you know.
So let's see who's in. We've got Miss Dixie, and please read this because it's really good.
Please tell me that's not your kitchen soap picture in this live stream. If it is, I'm calling the health department, Martha Stewart. Do not worry, Dixie, that is not my cooktop. My cooktop gets dirty, but not like that.
And we have Ben in, of course, and Doug and Arnie from Pepper Tree.
Hi, Pepper Tree, Doug and Arnie.
And let's see here. It's 53 there.
Oh.
It's pretty miserable here. Of course, we have Janet in.
Hi, Janet.
And Cliff's in. Sorry,
Hi,
Cliff. I had to pick at you. Who else we got in here? Of course, we have Hank. Oh, I didn't see a weather report from Hank. Let's see. Yes, everyone, please click that like button. We have 22 people watching and only 8 likes.
Yep.
And Wilma was in and gone. We'll see her next week. We haven't seen Gene Jr. in a long time.
Hey, Gene. All right.
The state of Delaware is represented.
I'm going to flip these over. That's what you want to see. It was almost there, but we just want some browning on it.
And we've got Kelly and Paul in.
Hey guys, it's Kelly and Paul.
So the map is starting to fill.
Okay. Now I'm going to let this cook about 5 minutes on this other side.
Yes, Mark, this is one of 8 different shirts that our son Kevin designed for us. And you can get there, I'm not going to put the ad up today, but you can get there by going to shop.letscelebrate.tv, and it's available in the heavyweight, the lightweight, and a bunch of colors. Oops, I realized I never put myself on screen when I said all that crap. Oh well. I'll drop the link in chat.
All right. Get myself situated with this. Out of the way. Trying a new, different setup here today.
Oh, I also saw Tim and...
Oh, hi, Tim. And Adam. Hi, guys.
Tim, you guys are out near Harrisburg, right? And they're watching through Facebook, so evidently that connection is still working.
They're in Philly. They're not near Harrisburg.
Tim lives in Philly, but I'm pretty sure that Adam lives near Harrisburg.
Okay. So here are all my vegetables and things that I took about 30 minutes to prep. So I included that.
And Bob is in. Bob.
Bob. Hi, Isaac. But I forgot to uncover them, so. You know, the onions and shallots and garlic and things, you gotta cover them because, whew, they'll start to smell.
Oh, here Melinda's in. Okay, so let me get her message up here. Where are you here? This is Melinda from Michigan, and we'll be talking about her later in our small channel segment. Welcome, Melinda.
Welcome.
They're in Carlisle, so yeah, that's near Harrisburg.
Yeah, that's where Jim and Howie live.
Which is near Harrisburg. And look who else is watching through Facebook.
Hi, Joe. It's good to see you. Yeah, we just got to go back in on Facebook here. We're getting more viewers than we did before.
Let's see. Why can I not spell Michigan?
I don't know.
Let's get Melinda on the map there too.
Okay. Are we getting smoky in here? Do we need to open a window?
I will, just in case.
Yeah. No, I think our viewers love it when I set off the smoke alarm. I mean, I know I need new glasses and they're kind of scratched up, but it's looking kind of foggy here. That's the only problem cooking down here in the studio. Thank you. All right. It's only been a couple minutes, but 3 minutes it's been.
So should we move on to multitasking?
Just chillax. Just walk with me on this journey, dear. I'm gonna take the chicken out.
Okay.
It's brown on the other side. Now, this is not cooked by any means, but we've got some flavor going here, and that's the important part.
Oh, okay, and Steve and Joanne are here.
Oh, great. Hi, guys. I'll put those aside for now. We're going to start working on all these vegetables. I have here mushrooms, cremini mushrooms that I just roughly chopped up. I'm going to start with these. These are going to go right in here. Now, this is the butter and the rendered... Could you put on the... Thank you. This is the butter and then some of the rendered chicken fat from those thighs. And I trimmed a lot of it off, but full flavor. So these are going to go in first. Why am I putting these in first? Because I want them to release their water. So they're going to get wet, then they're going to get dry. And I want that to happen before I work with my other vegetables. And we're going to give them just a little bit of salt. I have 2 things of salt, so whatever I grab. So that's going to help that water start to come out. Alright, so let's talk about some common timing mistakes people make. So one of the things is they start everything at once. You put your roast in the oven, you put your potatoes on to boil, you put your broccoli on to steam, and then all of a sudden, oh, the broccoli's done, and it's overdone, it's mush. Potatoes are overdone and mushy, and the chicken or roast or whatever you're cooking is like, LOL, no, I'm not cooking yet.
Okay, so Cliff had a good sense of humor about my spreadsheet joke for him.
Well, but Cliff and I have had that conversation a lot. That's one thing where he struggles, and I screw up with that all the time, especially when Kevin and the kids, Kevin, Emily, and Kenzie are here. You know, they come over and we're all like, let's have cocktails and talk to the 8-year-old, and then it's like, oh yeah, I should be cooking dinner. All right, turn that up a tiny bit. This is like medium-high heat to get these things going. Another common timing mistake is underestimating how long things take to prep and cook. So you could think, oh, it's going to take 2 seconds for these mushrooms to cook down. No, it's going to take more like 5 or 6 minutes at best. And I wish you could smell this right now. Buttery. Wow, dear.
Wrong screen.
Wrong screen. You have too many buttons to push today, don't you?
All right, Cliff is taking this in the spirit that it was intended.
Often the start of my problems too.
Well, wait. Let's do a little true confessions here. So, whoops. Come on, hit the right button. Here you go. So, Cliff and Alan are our dear oldest friends, and they live about 5 miles away, and we go there quite often for dinner.
And they come here.
We go back here. And forth. But whenever I go there, I am roped into bartender duty.
Yeah.
And I make a pretty good cocktail, so I tend to get him a little tipsy before he starts his timing of dinner.
Well, sometimes it's not just you. Sometimes if those guys are pre-gaming before we get there.
There's a new Facebook person.
Gail! Wow! Thank you so much for watching! She's my high school friend. I've known Gail for more years than I care to admit.
Yep.
Welcome to LCTV, Gail.
This is...
Yeah. I use timer a lot too.
This is actually one case where if you do have Alexa, it's pretty good. People know you can say timer, but you know you can have up to 20 of them if you give them names. So you could say, hey Alexa, start a beef timer, and then 15 minutes. Alexa, start a potato timer for 2 hours, and it will tell you which one is which.
Okay. Now,
yes.
Yes, Kevin. This is starting to cook down. It's gotten wet, it's starting to dry a bit, so I'm going to start adding some of the other vegetables. Now I'm going to start with kind of a classic flavor combination. It's a Mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, and onions. So I have a couple carrots here that I just sliced up, right in. A couple stalks of celery, in. You can cut them smaller, you can cut them whatever size. And I have about a medium-sized onion that I just sliced. But we're not done there. Let's give these a little salt.
Oh, we have Brian in from camp.
Oh, hi, Brian. Yes. Good to see you.
Yes, Tim, we started out with the Jameson orange combo, and if I remember, Bob was in, which that's his favorite.
Yep. I'm also going to add a shallot. This is one shallot that I've diced up. Now, why shallot? Shallot is kind of a cross between an onion and garlic. I also have some garlic I'll add in a few minutes. So why all three? Because the three of them are just going to reinforce each other's flavors and be a great base and be balanced. We'll put that in.
All right, Ben's playing manager here, so, but wait, it gets better.
The three of us were lunch. We were just 5 frozen entrees of Asian foods from Trader Joe's. I was able to convince them we didn't eat that much food for 3 people. Okay. So maybe you should cook lunch next time, Ben. You can make chicken nachos. All right,
Looks like Kelly is still on the downs.
That's too bad. How's it smelling over there, dear? Smell good?
Good.
Yeah. Get in there.
Love the handle. Spanky
Nachos
was
for
here,
dinner.
baby. And we just did a nachos episode
Yes.
last week.
Yeah.
Ben just did a comparison, and he's in our friends video, you'll see it. But he did a Wendy's chicken sandwich versus KFC.
Oh. Who won?
KFC.
Yeah, that's no surprise.
All right, let's.
All right, these are starting to soften a bit. I'm going to go ahead and add in the garlic. This is about 3 cloves that I just ran through the garlic press. Some of these recipes call for 1 clove, some are 2, but you know me. I like the garlic.
All right, let's just look at the map for a second to see where everybody is. So right now we have 23 viewers here. We had 24 at one point, and we've got 12 likes, and about a third of the people are interested in showing where they're from. All right, so
Okay.
let's take a couple second break
All right.
to give you a chance to clean up a little bit.
Get ready for the next step.
Get ready to sprinkle some extra fun into your viewing experience because we're thrilled to announce the launch of Let's Celebrate TV YouTube channel memberships. This is an amazing way for you to show your support for the channel and help us continue creating all the delicious content you love. First up, we have the Spice Rack for just $3.99 a month. This level adds a dash of excitement with exclusive loyalty badges and emojis, priority reply to your comments, early access to new videos before anyone else sees them, behind-the-scenes photos and status updates, and members-only polls where your voice helps shape our content. Next, let's stock up with the pantry staples at $6.99 a month. This tier includes all the perks from the Spice Rack, plus exclusive members-only shorts, special member shoutouts in our live streams, a direct personal email to the hosts for a more intimate connection, discounted merchandise so you can show off your Let's Celebrate TV pride for less. And for those who want to truly get in the kitchen with us, we present the Sous Chef for $14.99 a month. This premium level includes every perk from the previous tiers and adds special members-only videos, quarterly Zoom meet and greet socials. Imagine hanging out with us face-to-face, a personalized birthday video to make your special day even brighter, and the exciting opportunity for recipe and video ideas collaboration help us decide what to whip up next. Joining is easy. Just click the Join button right below this video to explore all the details and become a member today. So, what are you waiting for? Come join our inner circle and let's celebrate together even more.
All right, here we are. I'm going to add some fresh thyme, a couple of sprigs. Now I could just strip the leaves off, but honestly, I think throwing the whole thing in, stem and all, you get much more flavor, and it's very easy to pick these stems out later. Put them in, and I have a couple of bay leaves, which is, you know, I always say it's one of those flavors that when it's not there, you miss it. We'll give that a quick toss.
Let me answer this question for Chatty.
Okay.
At this point, we are 13,185 subscribers. We have
Chatty.
8 paying channel members. The swag store is not doing that well enough that people are buying it, but it doesn't cost us anything, so we don't care. But since we let people know that they can help us out by going to Amazon, even if they're not buying anything we recommend, that has actually taken a huge uptick since last week.
Okay. Now I'm going to add some flour to this. This is about 3 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour. There were 3 generous tablespoons. And I'm going to give that a stir.
Mark up in North Jersey said they're having Asian fusion for late lunch.
Oh, nice.
Spent the day cleaning.
Nice.
We were slumming. We had hot dogs today.
Okay. Back to me, please. This is a critical step, dear. All right, we want to let this cook just for a couple minutes so that raw flour taste cooks off. And just stir it around. It will just naturally coat everything. There's still enough fat in there from the butter and the rendered chicken fat, and moisture from the vegetables.
Oh, and Rob is in from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, great. RA, great. Good to see you, Rob. I'm going to add some wine, some white wine, dry white wine, about 1.5 cups or about half a bottle or so. And I'm going to deglaze the pan, and I want to get all the fond off the bottom. Can you leave the wine out? Absolutely. You could add more stock. You could do water, really. You could use a vegetable stock or all chicken stock if you wanted. But right now, as this cooks off, I'm going to scrape the bottom and try and get some of that fond, all those tasty bits off the bottom here. And we want to just let this go and boil and bubble until it starts to reduce, and I feel like most of the alcohol is cooked off, which happens pretty quickly. They are good, Janet. It is. It's really...
How's the heat going on that induction burner?
It's fine. I'm going up and down, and it's more precise.
Yeah, I know
So,
it's instant when we play with it.
Okay. Chicken stock is next. This has been reducing down already. I mean, I could maybe let it go another couple minutes, but the clock is ticking here. So let's add some chicken stock. Give it another stir. Now, look what happened. I added that chicken stock. Even though it's at room temperature, it cooled the pan down and it stopped bubbling. Yes, I am fond of fond, Ben.
Fond equals flavor.
Yes. Now, remember that chicken? Here it is. I'm going to put this in, skin side up. We're going to nestle that back in here. And I'm going to put in any juices, and there's a little bit here, that have accumulated on this platter. Because every little bit of flavor helps. Okay.
All right, Tim says mouth is watering right now, so I guess we'll have to make this a camp
I will make
next
this
year.
a camp or next time you guys come over. Now I'm going to put the lid on this. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. We're going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it. You'll see. So I have a little timer on this thing.
All right, can I do my little portion?
Yes.
All right. And let's do this. All right, as many of you know, we are big champions of finding other small channels. And thanks to Hope from Hope's Homemade Kitchen, last week I discovered Melinda. This is called Country Legacy. She's a relatively new channel. She has 740 subscribers, 68 videos. And she does love making scratch meals, garden and food preservation, cleaning and decluttering. You got me, I'm the organizational freak. Healthy alternatives, grilling and outdoor cooking. Yeah, we have to bring Grill Cam up one of these days again.
Yeah.
And she's got some really good videos. Now, let me pull one up here. So, it's very, as you know, I'm not a fan of complete top-down videos where you never see someone. But Melinda is front and center at the beginning of the video and at the end, and you hear her commenting versus just music. And that's what we like to see.
Yep.
We like to see a lot of attitude and everything else that goes with that. If we go back here, she has a few shorts, and quite a few videos, and some really cool stuff. Canning venison, that one caught my eye. So, really good stuff. She also has a Facebook page, and it looks like she just got that started, where, like us, she is promoting her videos, which is a really good way to do it. So I will drop her link in chat. For those of you on YouTube, it's already in the video description. Drop over there, say hi, hit the subscribe button, it really helps. But what helps even more is to hit the like button and leave a comment. Comments do more than anything to help grow a channel. And small channels have that advantage where they can take the time to answer every one. So let's go check out
And it goes
Country
without
Legacy.
saying, leave a nice comment. All right, so we're simmering away here for the first big chunk of this cook. Let's keep talking about why things go wrong. What do you do? So we've talked about timing, figuring that out. What about multitasking? When does it help? When does it hurt? You know, multitasking is often necessary, but it's very, very easy to get too far with it. You've got 4 burners going, or 5 burners, however many. You've got the thing in the oven, you're trying to do the sauce, and you got this going, and then that gets overcooked, this gets undercooked, the sauce breaks. So be careful with overdoing it when you're trying to multitask things.
So the story of people who have 5 and 6 burner stoves.
Yeah.
Okay, they have 5 things going, and they turn down a pot, except they turned down the wrong pot.
Right, exactly.
Or they turned up the wrong pot. So yes, multitasking is good if you can keep track of it, but more mistakes happen.
So I only have 2 today, and I've turned this off because it came to the boil. It's still ripping hot, and I'll turn it back on when I flip the chicken because it'll come right back to the boil.
You're welcome, Melinda.
Yeah,
and
this is what we do here.
And if anyone has any other channels that I should look at, you can send it to me. Oops, let me clear that. Send it to me at info@letscelebrate.tv, and I'll take a look. Let me get rid of me here. Get back to you.
All right. How's your
There you
cocktail?
go. Ben's already been over and just subscribed.
Oh, that's
so
great. You've hardly touched your Jameson Orange Cosmo that You were the one who said we have to have it.
I know, I'm drinking a lot of soda. Hold on, I have a better idea. Do a
Okay.
song and dance. Talk about your next thing.
Talking about my what?
Talk about your next thing.
Well, we're kind of, this is going really fast today. So the next thing is, let's say, for argument's sake, as things get ready early. The reality is, you're not going to get everything to come out all at the same time and be ready at the same time. That would also be a disaster. Say nothing, let me finish this thought. You can bring it over, but I know you want to say something.
I'm not going to say
Thank
something.
you, dear.
You can do it.
Oh.
Just
Look, it tastes 73% better. If everything came out ready at the same time, you would have the same problem. You're running around trying to get the roast out, and then this is ready, and then now all of a sudden things are overcooked, things are burned, things are cold, whatever. Things are going to come out at different times, but you can manage that. You can easily manage that. So you know, while the chicken or roast or whatever you're cooking, while that's resting, okay, then the potatoes can be done. Then you could, or if the potatoes are done, you can make your salad or whatever else. You can manage that situation. But let's say your potatoes boiled really fast, you're making mashed potatoes, go ahead and make them. That's something that can be easily kept warm in a warm oven if you have the space, or just even on the side, it can be reheated. So think about things like that too. Don't panic. That's excellent. I love it when we do that. Thank you, dear.
all right. Can I go show off
Sure.
what the rest of our friends are doing right
Sure.
now?
Yep.
All right. And we've added Melinda.
Okay, dear, you had your segment. Don't I get a segment? I mean, I know the whole show is my segment, but still, don't I get something? It's show and tell time. So this is my oldest cookbook, and I think our friends at Pepper Tree Villa and the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen will really get a kick out of this. This is the Fireside Cookbook. It is copyright 1949. It was written by James Beard, and I've had to have it kind of repaired over the years because it's just that old. I love this. Look at the illustrations inside. If that's not the 40s and 50s, and the whole book is filled with illustrations like that. There are cocktail recipes for everything you can just about imagine. There are menus in here. And yes, I did look up chicken fricassee when I first decided to do this recipe, and it's very similar to what I'm doing. But some of these cocktails and some of these recipes are certainly vintage recipes, so I may have to start pulling some of them and making them, and we'll see what happens. But this is just one of my favorite things. This was always on my mother's bookcase. And when I first went out on my own, she was trying to clear out, and she's like, I said, can I have that? And she's like, I never use it. Go for it. So I have these little fabrics of all these
So they don't have it.
I want to make. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, excellent.
That was the one I watched last week, and that's also in this week's
Okay.
carousel.
Okay. All right. Let's check our chickie. We have 12 minutes to go on the simmer, but we can see how it's doing. I turned it down. And it's still simmering away, and that's what you want to see. You want these vegetables to start to soften more. They're not quite there, but they're getting there. And this is all adding flavor.
Now we're using an induction burner over here.
Right.
A shout out to Vivor, who loaned us a commercial one because the fan is really quiet. We have another one that we've been using for years, which works great by duck stop, but the fan is so loud that we can't use it for filming. So this one by Vivor is on loan to us. We will probably buy it because it really works well.
Yep. So now see, here's the thing, dear. I thought we would have more banter back and forth when I was going through all my thing. I thought, oh, 2 pages of notes, and it's... Then again, it is almost 20 after 4, so...
Don't get me started.
On what?
Just saying.
On what? What?
What?
The stupid AI thing that you gave me that made no sense whatsoever? Like this thing that's like just plain old check boxes and...
It's a cheat sheet.
Timing mistakes, multitasking myths, sauces and finishing. Well, we're not talking about sauces today. But we can talk about holding foods. When do you tent something? When do you just cover something? When do you pop it in the oven? Not everyone is like me. I am very fortunate that I have 2 full-size ovens and this thing. So I can usually find space to keep something in a low oven to keep warm. But if you don't, you can keep things warm by putting a big cover on it. But you don't always want a cover. Sometimes you want a tent. So when you take that chicken out or roast of the oven to rest, tent it loosely, not tightly, loosely. What is that going to do? It's going to keep the heat in. It's going to allow steam to escape. But it's also going to keep it from overcooking. I always talk about carryover cooking on everything, and there are times when it's a good thing, but there are times when you really need to control it. If you were to tightly foil it really tightly, it'll just steam and cook and cook and cook, and it won't be that very good. In my opinion, anyway. What else we got, dear? More comments?
Oh, lots of comments, but let's do a little commercial.
If you'd like to support Let's Celebrate TV and you use Amazon regularly, try this. Before you shop on Amazon, go to amazon.letscelebrate.tv. It's our Amazon store, filled with products we actually use every day. In some cases, you may even find better prices or special discounts, because many Amazon sales are only available through affiliates. And here's the best part. Even if you don't buy anything from our shop, any Amazon purchase you make within 24 hours helps support the channel. So buy that tool, find a new gadget, or reorder your favorite products, and we might receive a small commission that goes directly to supporting the channel. Same Amazon, same price, and sometimes even better. One simple click helps keep the celebration going.
Chatty's saying we ever going to get...
All right. Our chicken is almost ready to flip. I've got about a minute. I'm just going to turn the timer off.
All right, so we have a message here. For some reason it's in YouTube, but it didn't make it over to my software, from Chatty,
Okay.
who says, are we ever going to see mocktail recipes? And I know you and I have been talking about that a lot.
We have, and so here's the challenge with mocktails. A lot of them are really loaded with sugar, and we are both diabetic, so we really try and watch our sugars. We splurge once in a while with a Cosmo, but that's about it. So I am researching lower and no sugar mocktails, and they're quite interesting, some of them. So that is coming.
Frank's got a good suggestion.
Holding mash in a small crock pot works well. Yes, it does. Absolutely it does. I'm going to flip these.
Oh, now it came over. Huh.
Okay.
Must have been a little YouTube glitch there.
I'm going to flip these over.
Dry January.
Okay. Don't worry about the skin going soft. It will be fine. I'm going to leave this uncovered. And we're going to let this go for another 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, Kelly's got a great idea here, or Kelly or Paul. Dandelion root tea makes a great base for mocktails.
Yeah, you know what? I saw that something about dandelion somewhere when I was researching, just my initial research. I did see that.
Well, you have a whole garage out there that you could put one out there.
You do need another oven, Cliff. I think the garage is pretty full.
Yep.
Ready to spice up your style? Discover exclusive shirts, aprons, and accessories inspired by your favorite show. And every purchase supports the channel. Visit our store today at shop.letscelebrate.tv. And let's celebrate every meal in style.
I'm going to bring something up about holding food. Ooh, we're back already. That was quick.
That was quick. So I misspoke. I'm actually going to let this go for 20 minutes-ish, but we've already had a few minutes. I'm going to bring my water back up to the boil, and I'm going to drop my pasta. So then, when the pasta's ready, this will be ready too. Or thereabouts. What were you going to say, dear?
Okay, at what point do you need to be adding the cream on that?
At the end.
Okay.
Not quite yet.
So I'll add something here. Most ovens have a warm button that you can set. The problem is that is 170 on most ovens. If you are trying to keep food for a while, I mean, it's okay for 15, 20 minutes, but if you do it more than that, at that temperature, you're recooking something. Consider manually setting your oven for 140. At that point, it'll stay warm. It will not cook. And I'll throw a question out here to Hank if he's got it. Do you remember the temperature of the commercial rack warmers for keeping food?
At which point, our fricassee should be done. But see, even I, doing a live stream about timing, and I had all written down already, I realized, like, oh, I have to bring this back up, but I can't just let that simmer for 10 minutes and be done, because I gotta make the pasta. So sometimes you get distracted.
So here's a little saying for you to kind of keep this all in perspective. Good timing beats multitasking.
Yep.
If you time it right, so write it all down, work backwards, then you don't have to multitask, and then you don't make those little dumb mistakes. So again, good timing beats multitasking. Someone just texted me, calm kitchens make better dinners.
True. Calm kitchens, yep. But honestly, even if you screw up the timing, this is cold, that's overdone, it happens to all of us, you laugh it off. Because here's the reality. You're spending time with your friends or family, people who care about you, people who love you, and that's what it's all about. Getting together and sharing a meal. Worst case scenario, you screw everything up, you order pizza. Or peanut butter and jelly, or something.
or lamb.
Or lamb. But this whole idea is, you take this approach, whether it's a weeknight meal.
Okay, I was right.
What?
Hank says that the commercial warmers were 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that better than 170 because it won't cook what it's keeping warm.
Yeah, but some things, you don't mind.
Well, you would, Cliff, it
convince
can
Alan.
be done, but you'd have to have a 40 amp 2-pole breaker
Sorry, we can convince
added.
Alan, that's fine.
So you'll need some electrical work done.
We can convince Alan. It's all good.
Let's see what that looks like from here. Looks good.
Yeah. Now I'm turning it way down because I'm feeling stuff sticking to the bottom.
Okay.
So I may not use this pan when we film. Let me go back to the other one.
But this one, the heating is all the way across versus the other one.
No, not necessarily, but it's holding the heat more.
What percent, what wattage are you on over there?
It's at 400 now. I just lowered it to 400.
Okay.
Because in the other pan, I had to have it a little higher. So I'm lowering it, but it's reducing down nicely. Let's check the chickie. All right. What temperature do I want, dear?
It's thighs. Anything above 165 because of hold time.
All right. We're in the 170s, but we want to let this go because you want it to be really tender. Not necessarily falling off the bone. You don't want it to be mush, but you want it nice and tender.
And chicken thighs tend to break down more
A little more slowly than...
more slowly, and you tend to get a better product, even going into the 180s.
Yeah, I would not do this with like boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I saw recipes out there for it, but I think they would just seize up and then they get dry and crumbly inside. They don't really absorb stuff. They don't take well to braising.
Welcome back, Gene.
Thanks,
We
Gene.
haven't seen you in a while, so glad you're back. What's happening down in Delaware?
I haven't been in Delaware since I stopped commuting to work. Now, see, this is one of those things. This pasta's like, LOL, no, I'm not cooking. No, sorry, not gonna happen. If I was not doing this show, it would have cooked like instantly and I'd have a big thing of mush now. So I've got this on super low. It's just gonna continue to simmer. It smells great in here. Cold and snowy weather here. Yeah, same here. It's like meh.
Well, and Gene, you're only about 18 miles away from us, so.
Yep. Yeah, but I don't miss commuting to Wilmington every day. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and add the cream, but I'm gonna temper this cream first because I don't want it to curdle. So we're gonna take a little of this warm liquid, but I can get some without any vegetables in it. And we're just gonna put it in. And I'm gonna give it a quick stir. And that's just gonna help it come up to temperature. Tempering is kind of making things equal. What helps is that this cream has been sitting out so it's at room temperature too. Now I'm gonna pour this in. Yeah, it all in there. And we're gonna give this a stir and get it mixed in as best you can around the chicken. And we're gonna let it keep simmering away. There we go. You know, at this point, you can flip this back over, skin side back up. Let's take that out, and that one. Take out the bay leaves, just a piece of thyme. And this is pretty much almost ready. We're just gonna let this cream cook through, warm up. There's that other bay leaf. Let's check the pasta.
Are we going to get them all to come out at the same time?
Well, but here's the best thing, dear, though. This can just sit here and simmer. It
Right.
won't hurt it. I was just hoping it would go a little faster. But yeah, we're going to go a little over. We've been going about 15, 20 minutes over, and that seems to be okay.
Yeah, most of our live streams now for the past month and a half,
This is actually almost there.
about an hour and 15, which is where we're going to be today.
It's al dente. I want it to be a little more. A little more than that. Let's get rid of this. And clean up the deck here. So how would you serve this? Once you've got the timing down, You could serve this over mashed potatoes, you could serve it over rice, you could serve it over noodles or egg noodles or some sort of pasta. You could eat it just like this if you wanted. This is one of those retro recipes.
Okay, Spanky has a question.
Okay. Would you call that a pasta fork or a pasta spoon? This is an argument in my home. That's a good question. I personally might say a fork because it has these like tines on it, like a fork would have. But what would you call it? Or a pasta thingy? I don't know, but I would say pasta fork.
Okay, a little trivia. Do you know what the hole for in the center is?
Well, not in this one.
Oh, okay.
But most of them have a round hole, and that's a single portion measurement, allegedly.
Spanky says, thank you, I win.
All right.
All right, and Kelly and Paul say it's a pasta claw.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Ben calls it a spork.
Wasn't it Taco Bell when they used to have their enchilada things? They started with the sporks.
Tim says, just put the entire thing in your mouth, in his mouth. Here's a good point from Hank. I sort of agree, but just shy of that. But fall apart is not what I want for this recipe.
Right.
If you crock pot it, that's almost always what it ends up being, $1.95. Hey, I'm keeping up with you today.
Yes, you are. Our pasta is done. It's soft. It is perfectly al dente. Well, he doesn't like al dente too much, but I do. I like there to be a little bite to it. I want to know I'm eating pasta and not just
I
this.
never said I didn't like al dente. Really?
Must be that other husband that I've had for the last almost 26 years, who looks just like you.
And evidently not my taste buds.
Okay. Sure, Jan.
Does that version also not like chocolate?
Correct. That version does not like chocolate, but then they'd be like, let's have chocolate cake, let's have chocolate ice cream. Let's buy chocolates and have dishes of chocolates. Thank you, Pepper Tree. All right, let's give this a drain. And I'm going to turn this off. Because
All right,
it's
got a
done.
real question from Cliff.
Okay, what does the bay leaf actually contribute? It adds this earthy, Hank, back me up. It adds like an earthy note, herbally note. When it's not there, you go, something's missing. It needs something. It's, to me, I think hard to describe, but when it's not in there, you miss it. And then when you put it in, you go, oh. Yes, it is, Joanne, yeah. And I do use this for mac and cheese quite often. Would you like to taste some of this, dear?
Hold on. Have we been simmering away long enough for the,
Well, I think so.
Cream?
I think so.
okay. Is it thick enough for you? Because the other day when we did the test batch, you weren't happy with the thickness.
Yeah, so it could be a little thicker maybe, but that's all a personal preference.
Did you turn it off or did it power off itself?
No, I turned it off.
Okay.
This is fine. This feels velvety. What I am going to do, before I do anything else, I'm going to do a last taste for seasoning. What?
Did we add lemon or
No.
acid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just ruin the surprise. I'm done. I quit. I'm out. You do it. This is why I drink. Yes, dear. We will add the acid depending on what this tastes like. Give it a little taste. That's really good. Much better than the other night when we did the test batch. So you can let this reduce until it's as thick as you like. I don't want it too thick. I don't want it like a thick gloppy gravy. This is velvety, creamy. That's what you want. So I will dish some up for you, dear.
All right. Let me pop the map back up because we've gone into Canada today.
Yay! You could put all this, mix it in with the pasta, and serve it family style that way. But it's just us, so. So you didn't put the map up for very long.
Well, I put it up multiple times today, so people have seen it multiple times.
Okay. All right. Would you like me to bring this over to you?
I'll come get it.
All right.
All right, show it off.
Show it off. Here we go. If I had fresh parsley, you could sprinkle some fresh parsley over it. But really, do you need it? It's very colorful. Let me get you a fork and knife. You have a napkin already.
I do have a napkin. And I still have my wine. Glendora would be so proud of me.
Too. I'm going to forego the pasta. Carbs, sweetie. Too many carbs. But I will get some of these vegetables right over the top.
All right, let's give the sauce a taste, because that's what we were working on the other day.
So what you could do, sometimes this could come out a little flat. Add a little squeeze of lemon right at the end, right before you serve it.
It is definitely better. I still wouldn't mind the lemon.
All right, I'll be right there. Put the camera on you.
Okay.
Okay. Back to me, Bob.
Glendora says she's very proud.
All right, let me give this a taste. So we've had this 2 nights in a row. I may have to cook something else for dinner. Just because. Of course, I didn't take anything out of the freezer, so.
The struggles we do for our audience.
Yeah.
I do like it better with the lemon.
Okay. But I found without the lemon too, it was much more flavorful than last night.
Yes. Agreed there.
It could be still more flavorful. I have to amp this up a little more. But it's right there.
I might like to see the sauce a hair thicker.
Okay. It's fine.
And I think lemon in the actual sauce would even be better.
Well, I'm afraid to put it in too early because I don't want to curdle the cream. We could try it. So, where are we? What's happening? Let's recap this. Don't push any buttons. You always push that end program button and then...
Can you put... Wait.
I wish.
Gene, you could always just drive up here on a Sunday and sit in the audience with us and you get to taste it. We love having an audience here. As you've seen, many times we do.
So let's recap. Planning is key. Prep time, preheating ovens, boiling the water, chopping and or peeling vegetables, letting items come to room temperatures, all things you have to think about when you're planning out your menu and when to cook. Think about the actual cook time. What takes the longest to cook? Put that in first. And 99% of the time, and even this, you could let it rest. Give it a few minutes to sit and go, oh, it's been working hard. You know, it needs to rest so all those flavors come together. Most importantly, when you're cooking your meals for your family or whomever, if things go wrong, don't panic. Don't panic. It won't fix anything. If something finishes early, can you keep it warm? Can you reheat it? Most times, yeah, you can. If something is taking longer than it should, so then, okay, what else can sit and wait? If my roast is not want to cooking, or my chicken or whatever, it doesn't want to cook, thanks, Bob. I don't need to start the broccoli until the chicken is cooked. So think about those things. It's all logic, really. All right, what's next on Let's Celebrate TV, dear?
Oh, I think I need to get the right stream up. Hold on. Here we go.
Our next live stream is 1 bag of potatoes, endless dinners. We're going to make several potato dishes. I'm going to have some silly fun. Maybe drink some potato vodka. Who knows? Chicken Fricassee is our next episode coming out this week. And yes, we do have more cocktails and some mocktails in the works, and a few other things. So, we're almost...
Hold on.
What?
Before you do that, let's make sure
yes.
everyone knows about our friends.
Yes.
So, PTV Live, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. They are masters of Christmas. They are now starting to de-Christmas all 55 of their trees. They do crafts, they do cocktails, and they watch Hallmark movies every week and review them.
And they are honest.
And they are honest, brutal. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, they will let you know.
Yes.
Wednesdays, 8 p.m., Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. It's a nice throwback to the 70s, 80s,
50s, 40s,
50s,
30s.
40s, yeah.
There's great music. There's cocktails.
It's 2 hours of cocktails.
There's lots of trivia and things that they talk
and
about.
games, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Go check them both out. For you people that are on TV, just flash the barcode and you're there.
All right.
Hold on. Okay.
Back to me. Okay, so shall we wrap this up and let these good people get back to their Sundays?
I have permission to push the end button?
Push the end button,
Okay, well,
please.
push the end button. Well, I got yelled at last week.
You cut
for
me off in
pushing it too
mid-sentence.
soon. All right. Special thanks to our channel members, the sous chefs, Ben, Hank, Kevin, and M, our pantry staples, Mark, Melissa, our new Spice Rack member, Jameson and Velveteen Lounge, all of the Super Chat supporters who have donated money, our business friends, ARH, Road, and B&H, and this is everyone
Oh, look at all those people in chat
that have been
today.
chatting today.
Thank you all. It was great spending this time with you. Have a great week.
And we will see
next
you
time.
in a week.
Cheers.